Incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey.
Now a pitch out to Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Vic yields to Anderson for the field goal try. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Anderson's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. And that is incomplete. Gronkowski again, he was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they
And the Raiders have got him. Ed Reed coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Alpha. Hey, let's go black you now.
4 down, check. 4
Alpha.
From the shotgun, it's Vic. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's. And that's exactly what they did there.
Here's Vic, and he checks this one down to Williams. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Let's go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Ricky Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score.
When they sit, right 90.
Right there, 54 Mike.
When they sit.
Here we go.
When they sit.
Vic readies to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Chargers coming out of the field now. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing. Vick finding a safety valve here. That's complete. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back.
It's coming, double up.
Vick to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Double.
Vick on 2nd down. He's got his man Sharp complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Vick now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the 2nd level, the linebackers, or the 3rd level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
52.
On 2nd down, Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Boom! Yeah, baby.
Time for a break.
Yeah, baby.
We'll come back, see what transpires
let's go.
after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Double.
3 down.
Eagle.
Now here's Vick. Buying time to his left. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
3 down.
First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He'll get it up the middle and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it fourth down. The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
On, it's on.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right, tight right.
Alpha, alpha.
On three. Motion, motion, motion.
Right to that.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Hey, let's go.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Alpha, alpha. Quick.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Lion. 300. White 20. White 20. White 20.
He's back to throw. Being chased out left. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Lion. 300.
Tight right. Solo out there, check the out.
190.
Odd. 3 down. Odd.
On. Hey, let's go.
Back to throw. On the move to his left. He's going to let it fly. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Odell Beckham with time running out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that might be enough to win them the football game as they now take the lead in the final seconds. Anderson now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Reggie White able to run him down for a loss of a yard. And for the defense, their third